Padres are sitting there. This is hard to believe at 2-11-1 in spring training. Some good, lots of bad. Actually, the record is 3-11-1. They've not had a really good spring. Nobody's hitting at all. And now some of the pitching has started to get lit up, and that's got to be a little bit of concern. You know, they went to spring training looking for a left fielder, looking for a catcher, obviously looking for pitching depth, and obviously having to rebuild the entire bench. They don't have answers to a hell of a lot of questions. And John, we got 2 weeks left in the Cactus League, and they don't have answers. And they've been playing all these guys in these exhibition games. Gavin Sheets, outside of an occasional home run, isn't doing anything. Last I checked, was hitting about 125. Eggy Rosario, who's had flashes in which he's played pretty well for the Padres, not hitting very well either. They need to figure out what position. Jason Hayward at one point was 0 for 12, finally got a base hit, finally drove in a run. My burning question about Jason Hayward, and he stands for a lot of really good things being a veteran, is he lost his bat speed. Oscar Gonzalez has actually had a good spring training. This is a guy, though, that the Yankees let go as a super utility outfielder. Cleveland did not keep him either, but he's had a good spring here. So does he stay the course? Does he stay here? The big concern, Matt Waldron gets battered for the second start in a row. Now, Waldron came out of the bullpen yesterday. He just had no ability to control the knuckleball, whereas he did in his first two appearances. Bad the third appearance, and just miserable yesterday. Inning and two-thirds, 6 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 wild pitches, and a hit batsman. Matt Waldron's earned run average right now is 8.68. I don't know what they're going to do, except maybe break camp and put him in the bullpen, because obviously, at this point, you can't trust him as a number 5 starter. That's a bit of a surprise. So the Padres have still got, like I say, 2 weeks of Cactus League games. But, John, they haven't answered any questions at all about bench bunch and about left field and about which of these guys hitting 0.00 or 118 or 189 is going to be the starting catcher. You're a fan. Cause for concern?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of concern, but every spring training, unless you're the Los Angeles Dodgers, every spring training has its ups and downs and its pros and cons. We knew going in, we didn't know if we got a left fielder. Now the Profar is gone and none of those guys are hitting, but you got to think, Connor Joe would be like a natural guy. I mean, he's hitting, maybe he's sucking the least of a lot of the new bats.
He's in the 230s.
Yeah, exactly. The other guys are hitting under 100 or under 200. Hayward, I think he's going to be better as, a bench guy, a late inning defensive replacement,
a clubhouse guy.
You kind of mix him in a little bit for occasional starts, but you can't really expect a lot of hitting because that's been on a downward slide for a number of years.
Exactly. So that's where we are as it relates to the Padres. Like I say, 2 weeks to go, but I don't see any answers to any questions.
There is some answers. Stephen Kolek has looked pretty good, and then what's that guy's name? He's the lefty that came from Korea.
Well, he pitched in a rain-shortened game, Kyle Hart.
Yeah, Kyle Hart.
But he's going to have a start against somebody and be good. So right now, in a rain situation in which he threw 2 innings before the rains came, that's not a big foundation of information to build on.
No, it's not, but at least it's progress in the right direction rather than the wrong direction. I think Waldron, he's that knuckleball. It's just so weird because he is only effective when that works.
And it can play the fastball and everything else off what he throws with the knuckler.
So, I mean, I don't know how I think it seems like the more you overthink the knuckleball as a pitcher, probably the more it goes awry.
That was a bad 1 2/3 innings, though. I think you would admit.
Yes.
Holy cow.
It was very bad.
Okay, so that's all things Padres baseball. That fans forum chat box is open. You concerned here? I mean, or should we just shut our mouth and wait till we get to opening day? I need answers to questions from Padre fans because I haven't seen the answers on the field so far in the Cactus League. We go